Hey, what's up, guys? This is T-Bone here. Welcome back to another episode of playing Legend Table Game Heroes. So today, I wanted to talk about a new feature that they have just dropped. If you take a look in the newsfeed, you'll see it has this banner for Duel the Legends, where it talks about the Generation 1 Legends now being able to upgrade to 4 stars. So upgrading 4 stars, you're going to get more powerful, and you're going to have a new counter skill called Purge, which will be able to counter every enemy buff defender skill so that it helps you along with your fight. Now, the way that you would be able to get the legend cards to 4-star is by fighting in the new set of challenges in the trials. So we will take a look at the trials here. They will be dropping new catalysts that you need to ascend your legends, but you can only fight one card versus one. So it's a 1v1 fight. So you can bring in a whole team, but only your lead card will be able to actually go against them. And so you can see here, you're going to be now fighting against Ascended Ray, Keta, Dojin, Elmar, and Aileen. And these are the possible items that can drop. So you can see you can potentially get some Ascended Tears and Crown Shards. And these are the things that you need to get your legends to 2-star and 3-star, and eventually 4-star as well. So it is going to take some time to collect, but I'm happy that they've introduced something in order for us to get them. But in order to play, you need these tokens, and the tokens are something that you earn by going through Corellian bosses. And so we're going to go through right now, and we're going to fight a Corellian boss, and we're going to try and get the tokens. So we're going to go ahead and do a summon. We're going to summon the Entropy boss first, because I have a deck that's already built up for it. So we're gonna go ahead and do an attack, and while I'm doing the Corellian boss attack, I figure I might as well show you the team that you can use potentially, for example, for this case. So now Entropy is a basically all of the trial bosses are weak to Beast Killer except for the water one, which is Sentry Storm, and that's for chaotic. And so you can take a look at like Afterlife Alliance. If you're doing like Corellian boss fight, you need something that will passively generate power gems or spawn power gems whenever you activate, whenever you attack, and that is what Afterlife card does. For leader, you just want to make sure you bring in Julia Starchild or any other Generation 2 legends, and they will give you a really nice boost. So having a 2,300% boost plus the 900% damage boost here, we should be able to take care of the boss pretty easily. So let's go ahead and do our fight. So we're going to go through sort of the sequence here. First, you have to go into Corellian boss. Corellian bosses or event rewards are where you're going to be able to get the tokens to fight against the legend bosses. And so that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and do our attacks here. So with a 5-star Generation 2 legend card, you're going to need to hit about 3 or 4 times before the armor goes away. So you do save a lot of time also, and also you get quite a bit of a nice damage boost here. So the armor is now down to 20, and what you can see here is I'm constantly getting more power gems spawned every time, and I'm getting I'm also getting Gem Crush here, so I should be able to finish this within a single attack here. So let's take a look. So I'm not going to be able to activate a battle skill, but this is all just coming from, just coming from attacks. Now, however, the thing is, every four turns, Entropy will destroy the board, and so that's why I'm not going to have all of the battles, all of the power gems. And with Gem Crush, you can still activate all of the battle skills, which is a nice way to circumvent the Terror Aegis. And so if we don't take out the boss here in this particular hit, next turn you'll see we're going to get spawn 10 power gems for every ultra rare card here or master collection card. So you can see we have a nice full board, but we were able to take out the boss within a single hit. So Afterlife Alliance is a really easy card to use for the Corellian boss here. And that's what I would recommend if you have it, and just pair it up with Julia, and also basically any Generation 2 hero that is strong against Affinity. That's what you can bring in. All right, so let's take a look and see what we earn here. And I'm also hoping for an ingot so that I can get my my cudgel to be 3-star, but looks like we have 2 tokens here, so we will take that. So we got our 2 tokens, and let's go ahead and take a look and let's see what we can do. So if we go into the summon page here, now what we can do is we can go to Legend Duels. So here you also have to decide which boss you want to take on, because you're going to need specific items for them. So like if you want to ascend your Ray, for example, then you need to fight Ray so that you can get the necessary items for it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pick Ray here because I do plan to ascend my Ray. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a summon. And so we've got summon, we got Ray here, and then we go into the battle. And here it is, Ray. It has 100. Let's see, is it a million? Is it 100 billion? Right. So that's a million billion. Yeah. So it's 100 billion health. So it's not too bad. But remember, you can only use one card. And so if I'm going to be, bringing a deck in where only the lead card would work, this is the card I would go with for Ray. And so the water card that I'm thinking of is going to be the previous Water Slayer deck. And that is going to be from the Halloween event, which is going to be the Phantom Unseen. The reason I'm picking Phantom Unseen is because it does have the ability to spawn a lot of power gems with Bloody Mary. And if you have the ultimate relic, then you'll be able to get this after 2 activations. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill up the team. Now, the rest of the cards are going to be basically blocked, like you won't be able to use it, but I think you still be able to get the health benefit. So I'm going to go ahead and add in the Noble Killer. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put in all of these cards in here, and let's go ahead and put in the relics also. So we're going to go ahead and put in the Water Slayer relic in there right now. And so let's take a look and see if this works out the way I'm hoping it would, because what I'm expecting is that we're going to be able to activate it twice, and we're going to have we're going to be able to hopefully get a nice set of gem crushes and be able to defeat Ray. And we can also use 3 keys attack here. So let's go ahead and we have, and you share the trial tokens, right? So as long as you can summon it, you can use your keys and try and take it out. So we're going to go ahead now. We're going to go into the 3 key attack. And let's take a look. Now, because Ray is a legend type, I don't think there is any killer skill that's going to be strong against it. So you can see here, all 4 of these cards are disabled. And because of that, it's basically just like if you're going in the Proving Ground, right? And so with the Ultimate Relic, every time I activate the skill, I will be able to do 2 sets of Bloody Mary. And so what I can do here is I can activate and then attack 1 turn, and then the next turn I will be able to activate again, and I'll have a full board. And so let's see, I should also be able to have, so you can see I have over 2 million health, so all of my cards together gave me all the health. So you should bring in a full team because you're going to get the full health for that. And then I'm going to go ahead and activate again. I should have a full gem crush because I can activate Bloody Mary here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm using 3 keys here, so I'm expecting I should be able to deal quite a bit of damage here, if not outright fully take it out. So 103 billion is how much damage I can deal. So with 3 key attack, with with just a single card, it is fairly simple. So now let's take a look at the rewards. So we're gonna go ahead and claim. And so here you have the Risen Ray Crown Shard. There's 3 of them. I get 3 Crown Shards and 500 Ascension Stone and 1 Fire Essence 3. Now the Risen Ray Crown Shard is what you would need. I'm not sure if you need it for 2-star to 3-star, or if it's only available from 3-star to 4-star, but let's take a look, because I also have a legend card that I'm planning on ascending. So let's take a look at our card here, and I believe this was one I got from a gift. And so here you go. So one of my things is I've always, Ray has always been the one that I like to use the most. And so whenever, like, one of my goals was to send all 5 copies of them, and I did that. And so she's definitely the one I'm going to ascend to 2-star, 3-star, 4-star first, and I'm going to use the one that I have awakened twice already. So let's go ahead and do an evolve. And so what you need here is you need an Ascended Crown, Ascended Tier, And then you need also Ascendant Essence, you need 5 God Skulls, and you need the Fire Pentarch Gem. So all of them except for the Ascended Essence, and you just need to get 6-star Essence for all 5 affinities, basically. And that is something I can easily do right here. So I'm just going to go in and craft them all. And so if you find yourself running low on essence, make sure that you're doing your daily dungeons. That is a really good way to get your essences, and also doing your trial bosses after every event, so that way you'll have enough essences so that you can craft them when you need to. So I'm going to go ahead and get it. You can also get it in the gift shop if you need to, so you can buy it from the loyalty store, but it does cost 31,500 loyalty points. So if you don't need to use it, I would save that for other use. And so let's go ahead and get our raid to 2-star, and let's take a look and see what the requirements are for it to get from 2-star to 3-star. So you do need 10,000 Ascension stones. So now we have Ray at we've ascended Afterlife Ray. This is the skin to a 2-star card now. And some of the additional benefits here are going to be mostly the stats will be upgraded, and whenever you have Ray on your team, when you attack, any fire skill points are going to be increased. So if you're using older fire commander or older generation 3 cards, you're going to be able to bring up the skill points faster and quicker. And this is also the Empower card. And now let's take a look at the evolution path for 2 stars to 3-star. So going from 2-star to 3-star is going to require simply exactly the same thing again. So an ascended crown and an ascended tier. So going from 1-star to 2-star and from 2-star to 3-star are exactly the same. You need 5 skulls. You need 5 God Skulls, of 1 Pentarch Gem, and 1 full Ascended Essence, and then 1 tier and 1 crown, which is the same. So if you have 2 crowns and 2 tiers, you should be able to go directly from 1-star to 3-star, and then from 3 stars onwards to get to 4-star is where you're going to need the specific shard that you can only get by fighting the specific legend boss. So let's go back again and we'll take a look at the legend trials here. And so what we got in the legend duels is 3 of the Arisen. We got 3 Arisen shards, and that is what's required in order to get to a 4-star. Let's go ahead and fight one more time since I have another summon. So let's go ahead and continue on. I'm going to focus on Ray as my first set of as my first legend. I'm going to try and get to 4 stars. And so let's go ahead and do our second hit. And so again, remember that if you bring in the full team, you're still going to get the benefit of the whole health, right? So if you bring in just a single card, you're going to have a lot less health. But if you're using 3 cards to attack, then it shouldn't be too hard anyways. So if you do have the water card from this past Slayer event, you should have a easier time taking out Ray easily within a couple of hits here. So we're gonna go ahead and activate again, and so it's all about just having being able to use the battle skill and being able to get a full board of gems here. I might even be able to take out deal a bunch of damage here. So 13 billion here, and so we're gonna just do one more turn, and you can see the boss also deals very, very little damage, and so it's not going to be a problem. And you have 60 seconds on the clock also. Okay, and so let's go ahead and finish out the boss and see what we get this time. You can also potentially get an Ascended Crown. I'm not sure if it's going to be the shard or the full one, but you can get Ascended Crown, at least shards, and the tier, so that you can go also from a regular 1-star to from 1-star to 2 stars. So here I have a full Arisen tier. It's not a shard, so I don't know how many I would need. Let's see here. It's like here's the Arisen Ray crown shard, but this one is just an Arisen tier. So I don't know how many tiers I would need to go from 3 stars to 4 stars. But so far I didn't get the actual I didn't get the Ascended Crown tier and Ascended tier shard and Ascended Crown shard, which is unfortunate. That's why I need to go from 2-star to 3 stars. But basically just keep going for it, because it is possible. This is a that is going to be a one of the drops in here. So you see I also got some crown shards. You can also get some regular Altera tier shards. So all of these are available, but it's pretty simple in the first few levels anyway. Just remember you can only bring one card, and so make sure that it's going to be your strongest card. Ones that have good passive ability and can spawn a lot of power gems is going to be your best bet. And your health is not going to be an issue because you can bring in a full team. And so that is pretty much the Legend Duels. It's not too difficult if you have a good team, and at least this way everybody has an opportunity to try against it so that you could obtain some of these catalyst to upgrade your legend cards. And so when I get my legend card up to 4 stars, I will definitely showcase it so you can see what it's all about. And that is going to be it for me for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care now.